Howdy there, Pisces and Pisces rising friends. Sondra from For Your Chi, and this is your August of 2026 reading. Thanks for being here. Now, major news, there is an eclipse. We have an eclipse cycle coming up in August. It's going to bring in changes for every sign, and you are no exception. Let me just say this at the outset of this reading. I see not one, not two, but 3 different messages just in the YouTube portion of this reading. The rest of it's on Patreon. Tier 2 is what you want for that. Or you could buy the video if you're interested. It's a nominal fee. Of a divine counterpart coming for some of you. For those of you who are single Pisces, you could be meeting a person of significance if that's what you're looking for. Even if some of you are partnered, in other words, you're not single, you're with someone currently, there still could be another person or a new person that comes in or tries to come in. I'm certainly not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I see in these cards. All right, let's get into it. Your first house. You start the month off lighter than usual. You're feeling light. You're feeling better. Some depression has lifted, etc. I like it. It's off to a good start in August. On top of that, you have Aurora. Aurora says you're flying high right now, which also speaks to the light card that we just discussed. This may threaten others. In other words, they see you flying so high. But do not descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. Okay, very good. Now, here's the first message that I'm talking about, the divine counterpart. You have wisdom, the mentor, the teacher. Now, in your second house of money and possessions and finances, this talks about the Pisces learning a lesson, a financial lesson. Now, this could be someone who's actually teaching you how to invest or something. So don't forget that. If you are seeking a teacher, or a teacher shows up right now, I love the Robert Kiyosaki material, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He teaches it, and all of his partners teach very valuable things here. So I'm doing a class under him right now. But what I'm saying to you is take this lesson, because you are going to need this for your not so distant future. You have Daniel, who is the angel of marriages, that's helping you through this financial lesson. Now, the financial angel or the angel of marriage does not necessarily always show up in the second house. But with the teacher, this tells me that you're being taught a valuable lesson that you will bring to this partnership or this new relationship, for those of you who I'm speaking of. All right? Now, your third house, your brother or sister, they are receiving some sort of an award or recognition. They could also be receiving a small bonus of sorts. Now, their message is they need to attend a class or go to school or finish their schooling, all right, in order to get up to the next level, because this is always a small bonus here with the recognition and reward card. So please pass that message along if you can. Your fourth house is your house of home, where you currently live. Blessings in from the heavenly plane, but also from the earthly plane. The energy in your place and space is feeling better, and maybe that's because you've cleaned up a mess or two. I know I gave that message earlier this year, but perhaps you've really followed through with that and you're feeling better at home. If this is not talking about your home, this could be talking about your father, where your father's receiving these double blessings right now. And get this, Seraphina is here to talk about that she is the angel of families, and a happy change or addition is coming to your family. Now, in the house of home, this could mean that someone moves in with you. or that someone that you've been living with that you've been not so happy with is moving out. Either way, blessings coming, I would say threefold between the tarot card and the oracle card of the Seraphina angel. Amazing. Now, here's where it gets really deep, and here's where we're talking eclipse stuff, because you've got the karma card in your 5th house. I would suggest that every Pisces or Pisces rising that's watching this video, go watch your favorite astrologer talk about how these eclipse cycle in the month of August is going to affect the Pisces. I would bet that it's going to be highlighting your 5th house somehow. 5th house relates to younger children, for those of you who have multiple children. But if not, guess what? New relationships, and specifically new dating partners, or newly dating partners. You could have already met this person, but then it gets more deep or more serious in August. This is the karmic card. I cannot rule out that many Pisces will have a shocking encounter with a soulmate person or someone that you've known in another lifetime when this card shows up in the 5th house. For those of you looking to date or seeking a new partner, it is time to put yourself out there in the dating world, but it doesn't have to be a dating app necessarily. You could meet this person out in public, at the grocery store, at the gym, or the gas station. It doesn't matter, but you have to know when the meeting happens, it will be a striking moment, a memorable moment. This person will be familiar to you. The mannerisms, the way that they speak, the facial features, the way that they move. Something about this person is so familiar, and you know that you know this person, but you don't know them in this lifetime. It's because you've known them from other lifetimes, and your soul is recognizing that. That's what this card means. Now, this could also be true for a friend, because friends show up in the 5th house. So you may have a friend in your circle who has this happen to them, a striking meeting where they suddenly meet a person of significance. Although I'm going to say that this is more for the Pisces than it is your friend, because of the other things that I see here in this reading, and I see something else in the extended reading in your 7th house. And on top of that, you have the Akasha, which is the spiritual teacher. Now, this card talks about you being a spiritual teacher, which essentially means we're here to have relationships, to teach and learn from other people. But in your case, Pisces, not only are you going to learn from this person, but you're going to teach them more than you're learning from them. Now, that might be because of your where you stand in your spiritual development on the soul level, that is. Everyone's soul is on a different level, and you can find that out if you know your life path numerology and you research all about that. I'm not going to go into that in this reading, but for those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know the game. All right, that was pretty serious. Now, your 6th house is your work and health. Your crown chakra is activated here. You're getting epiphany moments. The light bulb goes off, and you're getting downloads from the higher source, the higher power, your guides and your angels, specifically about what you need to do in order to fix your health, fix your body, make it feel better. This could be changing your diet, changing up your exercise, doing exercise. This could be going to a doctor or setting up an appointment with a certain type of physician specialty. Whatever this is, make sure you're following the advice and guidance, because this will fix an issue that you've had probably for quite some time. If the download is not happening and the aha and the epiphany moment is not happening regarding your health, it's happening regarding your work. Pay attention, write it down. It could be anything. Now, once you get this information, they're saying it's time to meditate on it, because you will receive even further information regarding the subject matter. Okay, and that's going to help you research the issue even more, which I love. Now, if that wasn't enough, let's go into your zodiac signs of who I see around you in the 7th house of primary partnerships and business partnerships before we go to the extended reading on Patreon. You have Swords, another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And I'm saying that because I feel like I always see air signs in your reading. Do I not? Or this could be a combination of both, by the way. Another Pisces or a Cancer or a Scorpio, which are compatible with you, of course. If you want to follow me in the extended, the link is below. Like I said, it's tier 2. You can also book a session with me. I'm going to put my booking link where I do phone readings. You can check out my calendar and book a session all at the same time. We're going to be going over your 7th house of primary partnerships, your 8th house of taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income if that applies, your 9th house of school and travel, your 10th house of career or your mother, your 11th house of your eldest child or your best friend, and the 12th house, what's about to happen 3 months from now in the month of November. Many blessings to you, Pisces. Please drop me a note and let me know how this information has manifested in August. I'm very interested to find out. Take care.